Welcome to The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield, where medicine, music, literacy, and other hot topics meet. I'm your host, Dr. Rani, aka the Hip Hop Doc, and today we're diving into a topic that affects every part of our lives, whether we realize it or not. Literacy. Not just being able to read, but understanding, processing, and applying information. If you can't read, life will read you, and trust me, it won't be a fairy tale. Right now, I'm on a school book tour of East Baton Rouge Parish, hitting elementary schools and talking to students about RJ Did It, my latest children's book. And while it's been inspiring to see those young, beautiful minds light up through storytelling, it also reminds me how much we still have to do. Louisiana, like much of the country, is in a literacy crisis, and it's costing us more than just test scores, it's costing us our lives. But before we get into the challenges, let's celebrate the progress, because Louisiana is making some noise when it comes to literacy. In just 2 years, our state has gone from ranking 42nd in fourth grade reading in 2022 to 16th in 2024. That's a huge jump we didn't see coming, and it proves that literacy initiatives are making a real impact right here in Baton Rouge and across the state. This didn't happen by accident. It's the result of a focused, intentional effort. A new superintendent in Lamont Cole with vision, educators stepping up, parents getting involved, and programs that are proving that when we invest in literacy, we invest in the future. That's why I'm inviting you all to pull up on March 2nd at the Louisiana Art and Science Museum from 1 to 5 p.m. for the second annual Reading in Rhythm with the Hip Hop Doc, a free, family-friendly event that's all about celebrating literacy, music, and culture. We've got storytelling, musical performances, and interactive activities to get your kids excited about reading. And this is all made possible by our title sponsor, Open Healthcare Clinic. Without them, March 2nd, 2025 is not happening. I'd also like to thank our book sponsors, the YWCA of Greater Baton Rouge, LA Force, also known as Louisiana Alliance, focused on redefining communities everywhere, Councilman Cleve Dunn, and the NAAIA, the National Association of African American Insurance Agencies. And of course, I cannot forget my DJ mentor, Maestro, who is curating a special playlist for that day's event. They all understand what I'm about to break down next, why literacy and health go hand in hand. Let's talk numbers. In Louisiana, 73% of fourth graders are still not reading at a proficient level. Nationally, that number sits at 67%. But here's where it gets even deeper. Literacy isn't just about school, it's about survival. Studies show that low literacy rates are linked to higher rates of poverty, incarceration, teen pregnancy, and chronic illnesses. If you think about it, it's pretty simple. If you can't read a prescription label, if you don't understand medical forms, if you can't follow basic health instructions, if you can't fill out an application, you're more likely to experience worse health outcomes, shorter life expectancy, and higher medical costs. Literacy isn't just power, it's life or death. I'll make it even more plain. More than 70% of inmates in America's prisons read below a fourth grade level. 70%. If you can't read, your opportunities shrink and your choices narrow. That's why literacy is a justice issue, an economic issue, and most importantly, a health issue. Imagine being in the hospital, trying to understand a diagnosis, but the words on the page are just a blur. Imagine having a newborn, but struggling to read the instructions on formula preparations. Imagine being prescribed a life-saving medication, but overdosing because the dosage instructions didn't make sense to you. These are real-life consequences of literacy. Now, I don't believe in just dropping problems without talking about solutions. And here at East Baton Rouge Parish, we're seeing real progress. Through targeted programs, literacy scores are rising. The Breakthrough Results Program saw a 75% increase in reading fluency among third graders, and that's real and measurable. And it means we're giving our kids a fighting chance. Superintendent Lamont Cole said it best. When we teach a child to read, we empower them for life. But when we allow illiteracy to persist, we set them up for struggle, for sickness, for a future with limits. That's the truth. And that's why events like the Reading and Rhythm of the Hip Hop Doc are so important, because we're making reading fun, accessible, and part of the culture. Before we wrap up this very quick episode, I'd like to share with you what I'm vibing to and what I'm reading. Right now, I'm vibing to The Book of Life by Common off his classic album, One Day It'll All Make Sense. This album was a turning point for Common and one of my favorite listens. It was introspective, socially conscious, and deeply personal. Book of Life in particular is all about the importance of knowledge, experience, and using what you learn to elevate yourself and others. Perfect for today's discussion on literacy and growth. And on the reading tip, I'm just starting The Reading Mind by Daniel Willingham. This book breaks down how our brains process words, how reading shapes intelligence, and why strong literacy skills are essential for life, not just for academics. It's a must read. If you're interested in how reading affects cognition and decision-making, I highly recommend it. That's it for today's very quick episode as I'm preparing for the Reading and Rhythm with the Hip Hop Doc this weekend, March 2nd. It might be the day if you're listening today. Stay tuned to The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield. I hope to see you all at the event. It starts at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it is absolutely free. Thank you to our title sponsor, again, Open Healthcare Clinic. Thank you to all of our book sponsors, the YWCA of Greater Baton Rouge, Louisiana Alliance focused on redefining communities everywhere, or Life Force, Councilman Cleve Dunn, the National Association of African American Insurance Agencies, and of course, I can't forget my DJ mentor, Maestro, the DJ formerly known as DJ PK1. Without this brother, I would not be DJing. I really appreciate you, little bro. Could not have pulled this event off without all of you all's support. If you enjoyed today's episode, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who you think might need to hear it. Follow me on all platforms and join me every Sunday for more information and for more game. And remember, we are born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions. Let's make the right decisions. And again, if you're in Baton Rouge on March 2nd, meet me at the Louisiana Art and Science Museum from 1 to 5 p.m. for the Reading and Rhythm with the Hip Hop Doc second annual event. Pull up, bring the kids, and let's celebrate literacy and music together. It's your boy, the Hip Hop Doc. They call me H2D. Come on, y'all, let's get hip hop healthy. Peace and blessings. I am out.
The content on The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield is for informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider for personalized medical guidance. Dr. Rani Whitfield is a licensed family physician, but the information provided on this podcast should not replace professional medical consultation.